Alright, hello everybody, welcome. We are going to be working on some bosses this time. We've got, goodness, it looks like 4 bosses on level 6. And we're also going to, I think, see if we can take out some of the FOEs that we haven't managed to take out in the lower levels yet. So, with that said, this is the lowest level boss on floor 6 that we still have to deal with. This is over here in the southwest corner of level 6, and the boss is level 21. So I leveled everybody down. I'm not sure who the boss is, so we're going to just check this out, and then we'll do some team adjustment as needed, as usual. Yeah, so let's see what this is. Alright, we managed to pull that off on the first try. That enemy had extremely high physical defense, or defense against direct attacks. Unfortunately, my team was kind of set up to be mostly direct attacks and not a lot of magic attacks, so it turns out that people like Nazurin and Rumia and Marisa were really necessary for that fight. And they got knocked out pretty quick early on, but we managed to pull through regardless. So that is one boss down. We get a bunch of nice, goodies from this fight. And a little bit of story here. One more Philosopher's Stone down. Probably don't want to cut Philosopher's Stones in half. Well, that's one down, and we will be moving on to another boss, level 22, coming up soon. So, we'll be right there. So we are here. You may recall that there was that rock that you needed to have seen a certain number of materials to get through. Behind that is this level 22 boss. So we will be checking this out next, and let's see what we've got. Again, I don't know what this is, so we'll probably end up retuning the team after we figure out what we're up against. Alright, yet another first try success. We got a couple of nice gems here, as well as some other good loot. That one was wind type, and as you could have seen, it was far less good at defending against magic, or far less good at defending against physical attacks than the previous one. So, number 3 of Patchouli's magic thingamajigs are down. It seems like everybody just wants to cut these things open. Oh man. Alright, we've got 2 more bosses. Let's see, next up is level 23, down in the... So we were here, over kind of in the center-east section of level 6. And then down in the south end, we've got a level 23 boss and a level 40 boss. So, we're going to head back to town and get ready for the level 23 boss. I don't know if it's just another Philosopher Stone, but maybe it is. We seem to have run into a lot of these all of a sudden. Supposedly there's 5 of them, right? So, we have 2 more. So we're back here on level 6 at the normal entrance to level 6, and it's worth remembering that because there's that tunnel right here that leads us right to this level 23 guy. So, well, hold on a second actually. If we think about this carefully, right? We've had fire, cold, wind. The next one might be nature? Nature type? In which case, who do we want in the formation? Well, we want Wriggle, and we want, Minoriko. Her nature defense is not particularly good, but these 2 are both very good. We'll pop Kasen in there instead of Komachi, and, well, we'll see how we do. We're having some pretty good luck with these fights. Another first try finished. And this time it looks like we were going to get Touhou to join the team, so let's see how this goes. That boss had really ridiculous defense, so it was up to some terror abilities and Parsi, as well as some piercing ability from Rumia. Those piercing abilities are really, really good for bosses like that, and it looks like they're going to throw more of them at us as we move on, so here we go. And with that, everyone's favorite bird brain has atomic bird brain has joined the party. Let's see what she can do. So we'll pop her into the party. Who will we switch out? We'll give Reimu a break. Or no, we'll give Kane a break. Here is Touhou. And let's check her stats. Okay, so looking at her original stats, she's got a pretty large number of MP for a character, for any character, honestly. She's got good hit points. She's a magic type with pretty good magic, low speed, and fairly low defense in mind. So we'll bump her all the way up, and we'll see. Her hit points don't grow that fast, but her magic isn't bad, and her defense in mind are passable. And I guess just to bump her up, we'll not defense, magic. We'll just bump her magic up and make her a unbeatable cannon, as is her way. Then we can go look at her skills. We got a lot of bird characters in the party. All right, HP and MP boost, magic boost as base skills. There, we've got 3 spell cards. Giga Flare, which surprisingly is Mystic type, targets all enemies, ignores enemies' mind. So it's another piercing attack, basically. But it's slow and consumptive of MP. And then we got Intense Nuclear Reaction, Fire type on all, Magic Attack. These are all magic attacks. Fire spell targets all enemies, increases the caster's magic, but reduces her defense, mind, and speed. So, kind of a double-edged sword. Finally, we have Hell's Tokamak. Tokamak being a reference to the fusion reactor. All enemies fire magic attack. It targets all enemies, lowers mind, high damage multiplier, but low base damage, whatever that means. I guess that means that it works best on people that are weak against fire. So she seems to be very kind of tricky. She has one good attack that's good for like occasional use, but basically pull her out before she uses it. She has another one that weakens her when she uses it. So maybe we want to increase her debuff? Might be the way that we want to do that. And then we've got just a kind of a basic fire attack that hits everybody. All of her attacks hit everyone, so she's a crowd control. Then let's look at her other special skills. Earth Spirit's Palace Party. So if there's more than one member of Earth Spirit's Palace at the front, it increases her stats by 8% per level, or per member per level. User excluded. So in theory, right? If we have Satori, Komeiji, Utsuho, and Rin all in the front, then that would be, and they all have this maxed out, that'd be 16 times 3, so that's 48% per member, which is pretty good if we were to actually buff it all together. Let's see, she can increase all fire damage that the party puts out. She has that overheating skill. We've seen this before, somebody else had it. Overheating buff will be added to the user, increasing MP consumption by 1 and damage by 15%. The bonus will stay and stack up to a maximum of 5 times, but wears off if they're switched out. Then we got Fighting Spirit. Every time the user takes action, Fighting Spirit is increased by 1. I think Kassen has this skill too. The more she is in without getting retreated to the back, the more Fighting Spirit goes up, and it gives her overall damage bonuses. Then we got Sheer Force. When the user attacks, the damage will be calculated as if an enemy had lower elemental affinities. The user's effect can inflict an ailment. The chance to inflict the effect will be calculated as if the enemy had lower ailment resistances. So she doesn't have anything too special, but she is really useful if paired up with other members of the Earth Spirit's Palace. And of course, if we are fighting a boss that is strong against, or weak against fire, she definitely has a place in there. But in general, she'll be good for crowd control of basic mobs around the dungeon. So, we'll put those up later. But what we need to do now is we need to head down to... Goodness. Floor 5? No. Floor 5. So up here, over here, down here, stairs down, and voila, Satori should be right here. And it doesn't look like we need to fight a boss to get to her, so let's check this out. Alright, one more member of the Palace of Earth Spirits. Or Earth Spirits Palace, or whatever they're calling it in this game. Let's check out Satori. Alright, Satori Komeiji. She has decent hit points, about equal attack and magic, very weak defense in mind, very low speed, and very weak evasion. She is definitely a back ranker. Just to avoid her getting hit frequently, basically. But if we buff her up, she's got a decent number of hit points. Again, very decent attack and magic, they're both about equal. And her defense and mind are still quite low. Her speed is still... her speed's not terrible after leveling up, but it's still not great. So we'll level her up. And we'll leave this alone... no, wait. There we go. We'll probably switch that up. But what we want to do is we want to check out what her skills are. So, she's got MP, Attack, and Magic Boost as her base skills. Girl, even the Vengeful Spirit Sphere. Then, as far as... oh, this is interesting. She only has one spell card. Cost 4 MP, all enemies Mystic, Magic Attack. Mystic spell that targets all enemies, always hits, has a low chance of silencing. This is weird. Look at her, she has so few skills. Okay, so then we'll look at her other basic skills. Okay. This one is cool. The user will be able to use the spell cards of anyone at the front. Using other spell cards will actually be counted as if it were level 0. The cost will be 6 minus spell level, in addition to the normal cost of the spell card. So basically you want to just bump this all the way up immediately. Or something like that. If the enemy is hit by a weakness, damage dealt is increased by 12% per level, so up to 2 levels, so 24%. Effects all in front. Effect is only active when user is at the front. When the user retreats to the back, the user will recover 25% MP. If the user attacks or is attacked by an enemy with buffs, the damage is calculated as if the enemy's buffs were non-existent. So buff piercing, nice. And then we have the Earth Spirits Palace Party, which, you know, works currently with her and Rin and Utsuho. This is very interesting. The action will be counted as if it was level 0. So there'll be weak versions of those skills, but she will have them. Okay, interesting. Not sure exactly how I want to run this. I'm almost thinking about just dumping skill points into Brain Fingerprint and just having her be a good hitter for enemies that are kind of just, what do you call it? Enemies that, for lots of mobs that have, high dodge, like the sea slugs or whatever. But putting a bunch of, points into this also sounds kind of good. I mean, I could bump her in and back out repeatedly, with some points in these. Yeah, let's do that. We'll do that for now. Utsuho, we never put any points in anything, so we'll, let's see. I'm gonna put something in there. Put something in there. And we'll just boost our stats a bit. And we can always pull those back out if we want and play around with something else. Anyway, that is Satori's skill set. She looks like she'll be useful. Our next goal, I think, is to go after that level 40 boss. So I'm going to level everybody up real quick, play around with our formation a little bit, and we're going to see who that level 40 boss is. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. So as I was leveling everybody up, we managed to get an achievement. We'll see what this is real quick. No, not the plus achievements. We're nowhere near any of those. This one right here. Reach level 30 on a character. Hero's Medal. The atmosphere always feels more powerful when using English words. How would this word be any different? Oh, and another one. I like the way they chain together like that. What do we got here? Gather 50 different sub-equipments. Oh, the one that we got from that achievement got us up to 50. Tome of Insight Magic. Core in selection, 3 times gold medalist in famous goods. Okay. So, next thing to do, I think, is to head up to floor 6 and see what that level 40 boss is all about. So we'll be right there in a second. We are here on level 6. We are taking our tunnel back over here, and there is a boss right here, as you can see. So let's see what he has in store for us. Well, hello Tenchi, you're looking insane today. Is that going to be her portrait through the whole game? Oh my god, I hope so. No, apparently she's a celestial thief. Well, this is not what I was expecting. I was expecting something similar to the Yukara Yuyuko fight from a while back. Instead, we are going to get completely pummeled by Tenshi here. She escaped. That is interesting. Oh, they gave her the wrong portrait here, it looks like. Or not the wrong portrait, but the wrong full body image over on the left. That, I think, is a mistake. Well, that is definitely not exactly what I expected, but we quote-unquote cleared it. What does this rock require? The road opens to the maiden who can read hearts. That would be Satori. And so that means that in order to get past here, we need to have Satori at the party. Now, that might be only a very short requirement. And it looks like we're entering a new area. The deep green forest that heard the pulse of nature. And they give us a relay point right here. All of our relay points are now, like, really close to each other in reality, right? Like, we got this one for level 7. We got the one nearby for level 6. Then we got the original one for number 6, which we're close to because of this tunnel. Yeah, we have a lot. And then there's stairs here that lead down to level 5, and there's one right here for level 5, too. It's like 4 relay points within a few steps of each other, basically. Okay, so I had said that we were going to try to hit some more of the FOEs around here. And the first one that we haven't been able to beat yet, if I remember correctly, is on floor 4? That is, I believe, correct. It's up on the north end of floor 4. So if we head to floor 5, not south, but floor 5, we go down from here, this should lead us to the, yeah, there's all those pink spots. So this is an FOE right here. The question is, how do we want to take it on? And I don't actually know the answer offhand. What we'll have to do, I guess, is probably make a run at it, see how we do, and see what we need to take it on. So we'll do that now, and we'll see what happens. Here we go! We got it. It put up a good fight, but we managed to take it down. It had some really strong physical attacks, as you can see. But we got 2 items here. We got Sirloin and we got Lamprey Serpent's Meat. And there's a reason why I wanted to take this thing out. Hold on, let's check this real quick, though. 300 more battles may pass. Easy peasy. We got a couple of treasure chests here. So, 1,000 money. That's, I think, might be the first time we got money out of a treasure chest. This is a choice scarf. Main equipment. Cool. Something new. And then we've got... Well, what we'll do is we'll change formation a little bit. Get these people a little bit of hit pointery back. Because this level's enemy should be fairly easy. Another treasure chest with another Mr. Midnight oil set. And we'll clear this whole area out. So that now, all of level 4 is cleared out entirely. Or at least I think it is. So now our next step is to head... Well, they're giving us an achievement. And that achievement gives us a fighting gem. We've gathered data on 4 FOEs in the school bestiary. So you might remember there was the bull-shaped thing, or the buffalo-shaped thing on level 2. There was the golem on level 3. There was the guy that was in the space where you had to go down from 6 to 5 back up to 6. We took that thing out, and then we took the lamprey serpent out. So that's 4. Very cool. The place we need to head now is we need to head to floor 2 center. Because you may remember that, what's her name? Mystia was setting up a store, but needed some kind of meat to sell. So I ended up having to re-record that because I skipped over one of Renosuke's little line there and I didn't want to miss it. So anyway, we now have Mystia Lorelei. She is a Night Sparrow, I think? Yokai? We might actually be repeating this as well. I'll check real quick. Oh no, this is new. Gather 24 party members. Try not to forget about all those characters whose jobs are to warm the seats in the back. It's funny. We get to make a party of 12, and that seems like a lot, but then we have, like, you know, already 12 more people in the background. So, with that said, let's go take a look at, where is she? Mystia. There she is. Alright. Let's see what her stats look like. There she is. We've still got a slot here. Oh, it's probably for Kaguya, yeah? Alright. So, her starting stats. Kind of meh hit points, not too great. She's an attack type. She's got low defense and mind. She's not very fast either. But she's got decent evade for that speed. So we'll buff her up to max level, which gets her up to 28. And her hit points are still nothing to really say much about. Her attack is okay, but not great. Her defense and mind are pretty low, and her speed is pretty low. This is not... Her base stats are not great. So we'll see if we can make up for that somehow. First off, we'll just buff her attack. But let's check her skills. And she's got MP, attack, and speed boost for stat boosters. Then she has, let's see, 4 spell cards. Single enemy attack wind spell, extra accurate, short delay, and it can go up to level 7, not level 5 like most people's stuff. We've got a nature spell that hits everybody. It's an attack type, direct attack type. Medium chance to inflict poison and paralysis. High MP cost compared to its power. Can't be spammed, so long delay. Then we got Midnight Chorus Master. It's a wind attack on everybody with added accuracy. High chance to inflict silence. High damage multiplier with high silence effect. Very cool. Finally, we have an all-ally wind auxiliary action. Cures silence of everybody in the front ranks. Has a chance to cure paralysis and heavy. Any characters whose ailments are cured are healed greatly. It only has a chance to cure paralysis or heavy, so don't over-rely on it. Okay. So, if we get silenced, if we fight something that has silence, we can put Mystia in as a healer, basically. So what are her special skills? Well, she's part of Team 9. Rumia, Cherno, Wriggle, and Mystia. We have all of them now. So we could technically put a bunch of skill points into this and have Team 9 ruin some monster stuff in this game if we wanted to. We have Diva of Darkness. Lowers the silence effect chances by a significant amount. Now, we wouldn't want to mix this with Mysterious Song, right? So if we're planning on using Mysterious Song, we want our people to be vulnerable to silence so they can be healed, as opposed to this where we can reduce the effects of silence. So probably won't be using this skill. Let's see. Singing into silence. The more allies or foes affected by silence, the more the user's stats increase. So that's interesting. That FOE that we fought on the 5th floor, right between the two parts of 6, that thing was a silence type. It was throwing silence spells at us all over the place. If we'd had Mystia, we would have been able to beat it a lot easier. Let's see. This is cool. Soothing type. When the user uses Concentrate, all in front recover 1 MP as well. This gives her another amazing ability to kind of help keep everybody running. So this is... I'm just going to take that right now. We got Instant Attack. When the user is brought from the front to the front from the back, consume 1 TP to bring the ATB bar up to 10,000. Has no effect if they're out of TP. This is kind of like Momiji. This is another good one, but I'm not sure that we want it quite yet. But anyway, these are Mystia's skills. So with that, I think we've covered everything major in the first few floors, as far as FOEs and stuff like that. You may recall that we got killed by that one FOE on floor 5, over on the far west, kind of southish west part of it. But that thing was just another Lamprey Serpent, so we don't technically need to fight it. We're not in any hurry to take it on. So, with that said, I think what I'll probably do is I'll probably do a quick scan of the lower levels to make sure nothing interesting is being missed, and then we can start exploring floor number 7. So, yeah, we'll see that in a minute. So, as I was looking around here, this is actually worth noting. The FOE in the dead center of the 5th floor, the one that we fought already, because it was in the area between the little dent in between the two parts of 6. You see this horizontal part that goes between east and west that we just are on the far west side of? If you just run across that line, the FOE won't catch you. And then by the time you get to the other line, you can get away from it. So, good to know. It is possible to avoid that guy that way. We are almost to... The place I wanted to head was over there in the south. You can see that there's that red exclamation point, which is another one of those points that Chen was talking about. So I'm kind of curious whether we've met whatever requirement there is for it. So we're on our way there. I checked the lower levels. There wasn't anything too interesting going on down there. But let's take this out and see what this is. Or see if we can, affect it. So, still no luck with this. We must need to do something else for it. But this is level 5. And as you can see, there's not a whole lot left to play around with. Although we probably should try to take out that Labyrinth Serpent, because there's got to be something useful over there. But we don't know what it is yet. And if we check out level 6 again, there's nothing special over here that we haven't already looked at. So our next step is to head to floor 7 and start exploring. So we will be there in just a second. Alright, we are headed up to level 7, but before that, I found a couple of things that I thought would be worth showing you guys before we start exploring the next level. So step 1. Yes, there was a more expensive sake for us to buy, and for Suika to take, and for her to then run off and not help us. So even though it said that the deer one was the best one you could get in the village, this now has appeared in the store, and my god, it's expensive. So we gotta save up for that. But the other thing that we found that I think we should probably show real quick is this. If we visit Patchy's library, there's a scene. So, when we got that Stone of Awakening, we unlocked the subclass feature, and we had to go here to unlock it. Now we can give a character a subclass. That increases their stats, gives them access to new skills, and there are a few different categories. And from what I've read, there's more that you can unlock as the game goes on. Selecting a subclass that synergizes with a character's specialties will draw out more of their abilities. So the goal is not to do all kinds of funky stuff, necessarily, but to kind of fine-tune the characters. Also, you can lose your subclass and Stone of Awakening can be returned to us if we do a character reset. Not a Tome of Reincarnation either, so that's cool. By resetting a character subclass, other characters will be able to learn the subclass in their place. So, I have one Stone of Awakening, and who should I use it on? Well, let's, So these are our choices right now. Guardian, Monk, Warrior, Sorcerer, Healer, Enhancer, Hexer, and Toxicologist. And extra skills can be shown by clicking the map button. And it includes different, like, it looks like, spell cards. Or, no, wrong button. Yeah, you get spell cards and stuff, too. So this is kind of cool. Question is it the same for everybody? And it looks like it is. It's just that, like, It'll depend on who I'm working with, what I'll want to turn them into. And of course we can grab it back, so, you know, what the heck. So, basically, you'll notice that each one has a mastery skill for that subclass, and it changes, it adds some resistances. Oh, and you just get it. So, like, that's free. Then all the other ones cost skill points, like everything else. probably for Nazarin, the Sorcerer subclass is the most appropriate, at least out of the ones we have so far. Magic increasing. Magic buffs. Increased damage by using MP for regular attacks. If the user makes attacks with full HP, the damage dealt will be increased by level times 5%. When the user uses a spell that hits a row, the damage dealt will be increased by skill level times 10. And then we have a row skill and a single enemy skill. So what I'm noticing is that this particular skill is best for characters that use row attacks specifically. Man. Well, let's go through these real quick. So Guardians get hit points, TP, defense, mind, and physical resistances. When placed at the outermost left position at the front, so in the front of the front, and there are 4 characters in the front, the user takes 8% less damage. The user will start the battle with a 32% defense buff. If the user is at the front at the start of the battle, the user at the front will start the battle with a 16% buff. If there's less than 4 people in the front, the user will take reduced damage. Oh, that's interesting. The ATB bar will be set at 5,000 plus level times 1,000 using Concentrate. Then we have a Shield Bash skill and a Shield Defense skill. So this inflicts shock, increases the caster's defense, physical type, direct attack. This is a self-target that increases defense and mind but lowers speed. Alright. Monk. Monks get TP, speed, accuracy, and evasion. Body revitalization, 4% stat increase, and 4% HP recovery upon turns. 40% chance the user will start the battle with max ATB. Lowers the ATB cost of all spell cards. That could be useful. If the user has at least 1 MP when using the attack command, the attack command will consume 1 MP. And then we have 2 new spell cards. One is a single enemy wind type with high accuracy. Speed buffs the character. Then we have a single enemy nature direct attack. Attack damage is calculated against half the enemy's defense. Leveling it up makes it ignore more defense. Okay. Warrior. Warriors get HP, TP, attack, and defense. Physical, so direct attack type stuff. If the user attacks an enemy on the user's turn, attack will be increased to 4% after the turn. User starts the battle with an attack buff. When using the attack command, 1 MP will be consumed to deal an increased amount of damage. If the user makes an attack with full HP, the damage dealt will be increased by 5% per level. Okay. And then there's that enhanced row attack. Hit something, and you'll notice that this is a row attack that is a direct physical attack. And this is a slightly inaccurate fire type attack on a single enemy. We already did Sorcerer. Healers next. Healers get MP, Mind, Fire, and regular elements. Buff all heals. That's pretty good. Buffs heal ailments as well. When the user takes a turn and the ATB bar is higher than 10,001, all the front recover HP. Okay, that's interesting. When using a skill that heals ailments, the target also recovers hit points. So this is something that I'll probably want to throw onto Minoriko, so that whenever she heals others, or when using a skill that heals ailments, the target... Oh no, never mind. There's someone's skill had something that did this. Anyway, small HP recovery on a single ally, spirit type, proportional to caster's magic and attack combined. Spirit type cures poison and terror, slightly long delay, increases the amount of ailments it can cure. Alright. Enhancer, MP, Mind, Mystic, Spirit, Dark, and Physical. Defense and Might increased by 5% per level. Whenever the user heals an ally, the target also gets Def and Mind. That's nice. If the user increases the stats of an ally, the ally will also recover a certain amount of HP. These two work well together, it looks like. They don't say that they cancel each other either. That's cool. If the user increases the stats of an ally, buffs from the user will have the effect increased by 8% per level. And then our 2 spell cards. both single ally fire type. One increases magic and attack. One increases defense and mind. Hexers. Hexers get MP, TP, speed, and debuff. When the user debuffs an enemy, the effect will be increased by 10% per level. Reduces the effect of debuffs inflicted on allies by 12%. Oh, Hina gets this, for sure. Right? Only active when the user is in front. It will not stack with multiple hexers with the skill. Upon the user's turn, if the user is affected by a debuff, HP and MP will be recovered proportional to the strength of the debuff. If Hina learns a skill, her recovery rate will be 1/3 normal. Because I think she already has a skill that does something like this. Dark subclass enemy row attack. Targets all enemies in a row. Lowers attack. Lowers magic in a row. Lowers defense and mind in a row. Okay. And finally, Toxicologist. HP, MP, TP, and ailment resistances. When inflicted an ailment, the effect will be increased by 10% per level. Reduces effective ailments inflicted on allies by 12% per level. Only active when the user is in front. Does not stack with multiple Toxicologists. Upon the user's turn, if the user is affected by an ailment, HP and MP will recover proportional to the strength of the ailment. Nature subclass enemy row spell. Magic type. Inflicts poison. Not strong effect, but infliction rate is high. Here's a wind row type. So we have a nature row poison. Wind row paralysis. Cold row heavy. And dark row death. Okay. For all of these, the infliction rate is low. Or is high. No, hold on. These three have high infliction rate but weak effect. And this has a low infliction rate because there's no degrees to the death effect. So. Who are we wanting to subclass? I'm not even sure yet. Well, we'll leave it aside for now. We'll put it away and we'll deal with it later. So, without wasting any more time, let's head up to floor 7 and see what we're up against. The deep green forest that heard the pulse of nature. It's a light novel title if I've ever heard one in my life. Well, this is easy enough. Right out the gate, we have gone just a little bit south and we found a red exclamation point. What do we got? Not again. Okay, so we saw a Shanghai doll, but it is not a fight. Which is nice, I guess, right? Let's keep exploring. So we've got a couple new enemies. One of them appears to do some pretty serious healing when he gets a chance. Alright, we found a treasure chest. So, again, the kind of design, what do you call it? Design style of the level has changed again. Much like the first 3 levels, this one is very kind of short-range, twisty-turny. Very jungle reminiscent. So, as you can see, I kind of, from the stairs that came up here, I kind of headed south and then went north and west and then back south and west again. And we're probably near the western end of the level at this point, but until I explore some more, we won't know for sure. Anyway, we got a treasure chest, and inside we find 2 pieces of Alexandrite materials that I don't think we have that many of, if any. Well, let's keep exploring. Alright, continuing further south, we found ourselves another treasure chest. Inside we have a sub-equipment card ruler of heavens. Ooh. Let's see what that is. There it is. Wind plus 100. So if we're in, if we're up against some kind of lightning-based enemy, that will be extremely useful. I think I'm gonna have to, like, just kind of let the music run or something at some point, because the music in this stratum is pretty awesome. Anyway, we are here kind of in the southwestish corner of the level, and we've got another treasure chest. Inside we get a luster candy, which also sounds like a new item. Let's see, where is it? Luster candy. HP plus 32%, attack and defense plus 24%, accuracy and evade plus 16. Boosts all stats at once, so named because everyone lusts after it. But you can die before you ever see one. But you candy. Oh god, it's a pun. Everyone lusts after it, but you candy before you ever see one. A skill that took the buffing roll from the Makas, but you can expect greater things from now on. Did you see that? It wiped us. Those two little enemies wiped us. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, we'll start back from the beginning. Okay, caution. Word of caution here. We are just west of the stairs leading back down to level 7, and we've got an FOE right over here. Just a little bit north and west. I'm trying to get away from this, but it is a danger, in fact. But it looks like we can hook this way, and it's not a problem. It's a little repetitive, but it's good. Anyway, we are just east of the stairs, and we found another treasure chest. It's a booster VO8. Speed booster. Not bad. Is the soundtrack to this available on Steam? I think it might be. Anyway, so we hooked to. We've been continuing in our eastward direction. We didn't find another FOE, but what we did find is another treasure chest. And yeah, what have we got? We've got some super hard rye bread. This is some sub-equipment we've got plenty of, but it's always nice to have more. Alright, we had to head out and come back again. I readjusted the team a little bit, but we're now going a little bit south and a little bit east of the stairs, and we've got a treasure chest here. Inside, we've got a symbol of faith. We're getting hooked a little bit to the east now as we kind of continue pushing southward. We've got another treasure chest here. A couple of strong organ horns. You may remember we can get those from the FOE on level 2 as well. But this is a dead end, does not lead us to this other treasure chest that you can see just to our west. This is interesting. Take a look at this. We are pretty much like due southeast from the stairs. And there's a treasure chest here, but it's not just a treasure chest like on a dead end, but it seems like there might be... Oh, there's not. There's just a T shape around it. You know, I was thinking there might be like space past it, but apparently not. Hey, this is promising. Alright, we have hooked back north and west toward the stairs, only we're going a little bit further north instead of... Anyway, you can see where I am on the map. There's a red exclamation point here. Narrator, where did you come from? Look, the player needed to know what exactly happened. I guess we just have to pull Meiling out of this thing? It doesn't look like it's a boss fight. Oh, now it's a boss fight, but we have other things to do first, apparently. And of course, lo and behold, there's another red exclamation point right here. Probably a tunnel. My guess was right. It is a two-way tunnel. Two things. Alright, we've got... Oh, wrong button, sorry. We're a little bit north of the stairs that brought us up here. We got a treasure chest. Inside we find 1,000 money. Not bad. But we also see, up at the top of the screen, a level 25 boss that we'll be up against, well, soon, probably. So, with that said, I'll keep exploring, and we'll see what we find next. So there is a little path that just barely leads up to this treasure chest here. We are a little north, but mostly east of the stairs. And you can see, if you look kind of to the lower end of the screen, there's a path that leads up to this guy. It's like the only way up here. And we get an energy tank, which sounds like a Mega Man reference. What does it do? There it is. Oh yeah, it's just a hit point booster. There might be 6, 5, or 20 that can be found. Yeah. Though the game is at its hardest when you only have... This is totally a Mega Man reference. Well, this is interesting. We explored this area before, but this must be one of the routes that we're looking for, because this red exclamation point just appeared recently. There we go. Thick ivy. One down, 3 to go. Just a little side note. The size of this level is ridiculous, and the amount that it twists and turns. Whew, this is quite a task. Okay, I thought that we are far to the southeast of the level. We've got a treasure chest. Inside is 2 stormy selenites material. Alright. Well, this is interesting. Look at this. We're still out in the far southeast portion of the level. We found a relay point, but it doesn't appear to have anything important near it, which is a little surprising. Usually they have something really cool nearby, but not this one. Huh. Alright, last thing before we're gonna have to duck out because we just lost 2 people in the last fight. We've got a treasure chest. We're down here at the south end of the level. Inside we find some shoes of happiness, which it's not our first pair, so that's fine. Looks like we got some more treasure and a red exclamation point off to the direct east. But we're gonna have to make our way back here after we get some people replenished. Okay, this is interesting. We found a rock. Only those who possess 24 or more achievements may pass. We pass. That's gotta be a pain for speedrunners, huh? Oh, look at that. Another Stone of Awakening. We can now subclass 2 people. Very cool. More fun stuff over here. We are in the south end of the level. You can see we've had to hook around a bit, but we got a red exclamation point. Uh-oh, Hina found something. The quantity of Shanghai dolls we're finding is disturbing. Alright, still hanging out in the south end of the level, we have now found this treasure chest. That was right next to that red exclamation point for a minute ago. We have 2 more strong red horns. Which I guess is great for making stuff, but whatever. After hooking north a little bit, we managed to kind of find an area that kind of brings us back to near the start of the level, and we got another treasure chest here. Inside, 2 great trees sap. Okie dokie, they gave us a new achievement. Let's see what this is. Number 79. Open 100 treasure chests. Reward Pride. A sharp sense of smell with a compulsion to unlock. A model hunter. What is Pride? Not that. There it is. Attack plus 48%, mind plus 24%, fire and shock. Head parts that emit a super 77 power beam. You can only hold 1 shot, but if it's carefully used, it can be used to snipe through tough enemies with critically high damage. Gets you through the worst situations late game. I have no idea what this is referring to. Anyway, new item. Hey, alright, another red exclamation point. We are mostly south, slightly west of the stairs coming up from level 6. Oh, we got someone to actually talk to. Well, nice little talk with Yasuka Kaneko, but unfortunately, she did not join us yet. But maybe soon. Once again, we are down at the south end of the level. We are a little bit west from the center point where the stairs from level 6 are, but we've got a treasure chest here that we can open. Inside, we've got some nitroglycerin. So, good stuff. Nothing new, but always nice to have more stuff. Well, this looks promising. We are over here in the southwest corner of the level, and we've got a red exclamation point that I suspect is going to be another one of those finds. Alright, I think that's two. Two to go. Excellent. Here we are with another red exclamation point. Wrong button. I've been moving northward, so we're now mostly west of the stairs. But what have we got here? Someone screaming. Alright, we got everybody's favorite moon rabbit. Let's see, is there anything else that we can explore right around here? Yeah, we can check this out. We're gonna go check out what Reisen's skills are like first soon, though. But first, treasure chest. Green Dream, some equipment. I think we've got some of those, too. Yet another red exclamation point found, as well as, well, maybe not a path to them, but those are the stairs up. What do we got here? Someone's here. Oh boy. Maybe this does. Yeah, it does. It leads to the stairs to the next level. But we've still got quite a bit of this level to explore. As well as we need to help Meiling. It looks like a red exclamation point has appeared near the south end of the level, though. Interesting. I guess we should go check that out. And, you know, check out Reisen, too. So, we've got Reisen. Reisen Udongen Inaba is a Grab it from the moon. That came down to Earth for reasons. I guess to hang out with, if I remember correctly, Eren and Kaguya are, like, in exile from the moon. Something like that. So, with that said, there she is. Oh, wow. Look at all that skippage. Let's check out her skills. I must be doing something wrong because all this order is messed up, huh? Alright, Reisen. So she starts out kind of meh hit points, decent MP, decent TP. She's a magic type with good magic, and a little bit more mind than defense. Speed's kind of low, evades decent, though. If we buff her up to level 29, then she ends up with, you know, kind of okay hit points. Decent magic, good defense in mind, and pretty moderate speed. Not super fast, not super slow. Buff her no, not defense. What am I doing? That's better. Okay, let's check what her skills are, shall we? Alright, Reisen has MP boost, magic boost, and speed boost. All nice. It looks like she has, wow, 5 spell cards. Let's look at these. She's got Lunatic Red Eyes, all enemy mystic attack. Very, very high accuracy. Targets everyone, terror and silence, lowers mind. While its damage multiplier is high, its attack multiplier is low, making its damage none too good. Whatever that means. Goodness gracious. There's so many variables in this game. Alright, we've got a high accuracy, all enemy mystic magic attack as well. Targets everybody, inflicts shock, good source of damage, high power. Single enemy dark type, targets a single enemy, lowers attributes, doesn't reduce them that much though. We got a nature spell, it hits everybody, does poison. Not a high effect of poison, but it has low MP cost and low delay. And we've got the Grand Patriot's Elixir. It's a self-targeting nature move. It's a medicine made by Eren. Increases all the caster's stats. Has a high MP cost, but a self-buff, very low decay, or delay. Reisen won't explode even after 4 drinks. Good to know. How about her other skills? Well, we've got Resonance of Aente. We talked about that before when we saw Kaguya for the first time. We've got People of the Moon. When the user gets a turn, very good chance to consume 1 MP. Then the user's attacks will ignore 50% of the enemy's defenses. And it looks like it doesn't actually... It might not depend on whether that MP was consumed or not. That's good. It's piercing ability. Damage dealt increased against enemies with an ailment. That's great. Upon the user's turn, all enemies have their mind reduced by 6% per level. So up to 12%. Pretty good. Mystic damage taken is reduced when the user's in front. While the user's in front, enemies' ailment resistances are reduced. And then her spell cards. Cool. Well, we'll bring her along and see what she can do. We'll even put her in the main start. But let's keep moving. Let's finish exploring level 7. And then we will call it for tonight. Or for this episode. Here's a nice find. We are on the far west end of the level. We've got a treasure chest with a lock on it. So we won't be opening it quite now, but we will try to check it out at some point and then load state. Alright, we are going to check out this locked treasure chest because we need to know what's in it. Of course, we'll load state after this and come back without it. Let's see what we got. Elixir of Mages, main equipment, Ashura Blade, sub-equipment, Tome of Insight, Affinity, Tome of Insight Resist. That all is good stuff, I think. Let's check these real quick. Elixir of Mages. Oh, that's actually not that amazing. MP recovery rate +1. Good, but not amazing. And then, what's the other thing we got? Ashura Blade. 40% attack, 30% speed, 16 accuracy. Very cool. Alright, well, let's keep going. Okay, we are just a little bit north of where that FOE is. We found a treasure chest that we managed to slip by. It's got a glow crystal in there. It looks like it's not actually a path to that little boss, though. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Oh, that didn't work, did it? That kicked 2 people. No, they still have room for one more fight. Well, we'll try it. We're gonna get wiped, but we'll try it. Giant tree, level 34. We're screwed. Oh, wow. Uh-huh. Yeah, no. Maybe that? 300 damage. Nope. Oh, he could just do that. Sure, why not? 1 damage. Yeah, we're screwed. Holy cow, that thing was powerful. Nice that we found out. Jeez. Hold on, let's try a little bit more. We got just a little bit more exploring that we can do. There's some space over here for some reason. And then there's this thing that we want to check out after all. Alice is hunting us. Like in the movie The Predator. Only a little bit more of this level left to explore. Let's try to finish it off. Aha, here is a level 27 boss. And some, yeah, garbagey... Oh, really? Wow, that's a... Hold on. Let's take these things out. Alright, level 27 boss. We are way up in the north end of the area. What's our average level? 27? I mean, it's probably not... just in case something screws up, it's probably best not to play around with having some people overleveled and some people underleveled. But yeah, except for the spot that is kind of blocked off by the FOE, we have explored... It looks like pretty much the... Wait, there's another... Well, there's a boss over in the corner there, too. Okay, we've done most of the exploring. We got a level 27 boss up here. Got a level 20... There's a boss that we... There's like a level 25 boss to the east of here, but we can't see it on the map because we can't explore that area. There's a... What was a level 31 boss that we're trying to take out the Ivy for. We've taken out 2 or 3, but not 4. So I don't know if we have to keep going or what. And then there's another boss over in the far corner that we're just gonna go check out real quick. What do we got? Level 27. Interesting. Well, that completes our exploration of level 7 for the most part. That tree FOE in the that we're just not gonna be able to take him out. So I think what we'll probably do is we'll end this episode here. We will start up next time going on a boss rush, and yeah, hopefully we'll get some new characters and some other goodies out of that. So, as always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. This has been episode 7 of Labyrinth of Touhou, and yeah, things are getting more and more interesting as we keep going. Another meeting with Yukari and Yuyuko, which was kind of cool, and picked up Reisen. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all later.